Hello friends, my name is Dr. Pradeep Tiwari, and today I will be talking a bit about the upcoming NEET SS examinations. A lot of my friends from the PG preparation times and those who are currently doing residency have kept asking me about how to crack these NEET SS examinations. Very recently we had a notification that said ki this year NEET SS is going to be delayed due to the COVID situation. However, within a span of 1 or 2 months, I am pretty sure that there will be again a notification, and in a very short notice, people will be asked to prepare for NEET SS examination and be prepared for it as well. I want you to know certain important things. There are a lot of coaching academies that have come up and they say they will coach you for the DM entrance examination. It's not actually required. You can break these examinations on your own and you can even get field of your choice. And it's pretty gettable. It's not that difficult. You don't need to waste your time and money in these coaching academies. See, the basic rule of this NEET SS examinations is it is an MD level exit examination. It's not a DM level entrance examination. The meaning of this is that the questions that will be asked will be more from the medicine rather than from the specialization that you want to pursue. The control of Harrison is very important in preparing for the NEET SS examinations. In fact, for people who don't know, Harrison actually has individual textbooks for each subject. Like for the Harrison's gastroenterology, Harrison's cardiology, Harrison's neurology, and so we have the Harrison's endocrinology. Basically, we have Harrison for each and every specialty subjects that we do. But obviously, you need to be confined to two subjects that you will be able to read in detail. So go through Harrison's individual textbooks of the subject that you are giving the examination in the topic that you are giving the examination in. For example, if you are giving the examination in the gastroenterology, you need to go through the normal Harrison, which we all read during our medicine residency, and to add to that, you need to go through the Harrison's gastroenterology separate textbook. This is how you will prepare. And second important thing is you start preparing early. Now, what I mean by this is just like our PG entrance preparation, people who start early, they will obviously have more time. They will have better control of the subject and they will crack these examinations in one go. Believe me, in certain subjects like neurology, you can actually get the desired seat in a single attempt, even for the cardiology. Yes, the branches which have a huge crunch like endocrinology, rheumatology, you need to prepare even early, because if you are aiming for these branches, you need to go through the Harrison complete as well as the individual Williams or Schlesinger that for the gastroenterology that you are planning to get in. So starting early is very important. If you start early, control will be yours. You will get ample of time to revise because there's a 60% medicine that you need to do, so the Harrison is definitely contributing for your marks, and then the 40% individual subjects that you are preparing, you will be able to go through the Harrison's individual textbook of those subjects as well as board review. For example, if you are planning to give gastroenterology, then there's a Selsinger's board review available, there's a Williams board review available, there's endocrinology secrets, pulmonology secrets, small books like this are available in the market. One very important book I need to tell you is Ajay Mathur. Ajay Mathur is a very nice book. So I started solving Ajay Mathur in my third year because I was quite determined to go to the DM entrance examination. So when I used to how to go about with Ajay Mathur has a bit of mistakes. In fact, a lot of mistakes. So if you read Harrison, you see that there are certain topics which are very hot topics, or the topics which are frequently repeated in the examinations. So the questions basically come from these topics. So you need to make a list of those hot topics. Then you need to go through to the Harrison. You need to go through those topics very nicely. You need to mark the areas which you feel are likely to be a question in the examination. And then for revising, it's difficult to revise the whole Harrison. So once you have gone through those hot topics of, say, gastroenterology, or hot topics of, say, pulmonology, there is 2,000 or 3,000 odd questions in Ajay Mathur that you can solve. Now, solving those questions is like a revision, because while going through those questions, you are basically revising the whole Harrison that you have already done. The options and the explanations given are basically a repetition of the Harrison. And second important thing is you will get oriented to how a statement from Harrison actually gets modified into a multiple choice question. So that's how I used to prepare. I used to read Harrison. I used to first jot down all the hot topics from particular subject. Then I used to go to Harrison, read those things, mark those important points, revise those important tables of Harrison, and then go to Ajay Mathur and solve those topics, solve those subjects. So I will in a process revise the whole of the Harrison via those MCQs, and I will exactly know what kind of questions appear in examination. So this is the first thing. Second important thing is, like already mentioned, Harrison is a must book. Harrison's board review is a must book, and if you are planning to go for individual subjects, then Harrison's individual subjects is again a very important book that you need to go through for your preparation. Now, for important another important thing that I want you to know is that instead of those questions, those topics are more important, because it's again and again new questions those that will come in the examination are again from those topics. So if you have gone through Harrison for those topics thoroughly, if you have gone through to Harrison and read those topics, there's very likely chance that you will be able to answer the repeat questions as well as the new questions that may come from Harrison. So what I mean to say by this is that instead of revising the questions, instead of seeing the repeat questions for your NEET SS examination, it's better to go through topics rather than questions. So make a list of those hot topics, and those topics are more important because you need to be prepared for the repeat questions and you need to be prepared for the new questions, and you expect a lot of new questions because the exam is fairly new in its course. There's hardly two or three batches that have gone through, so you can expect a lot of repeat questions. A lot of new questions rather than repeat questions. So be prepared for it by doing topics rather than questions itself. Again, if you start early, as I mentioned, you will get ample of time to revise the thing, because what happens is when we read for our examinations, we have a preparation leave, say maybe for hardly 10-15 days or even a month, that depends on the institute. But then immediately after examination, there's a practical that goes on, and the practical mode is completely different. You are going through a completely different sort of books, the practical books, the how to percuss, how to palpate, and all those things. And what actually happens is after examination, you are quite elated or you are quite tensed for your result. That time you need to utilize for your SS examination. This year I know SS examination have got delayed, so even the freshers as well as repeaters will have an ample of time to revise the topics. But usually when that happens in its normal course of time, there's a very short duration of time between your MD examinations and your NEET SS. So you need to be very focused. You just don't need to be elated or be tensed about your result, or be very elated about your result that you have become an MD. If you are already planning to go for a super specialization, if you already want to become a cardiologist or a neurologist or a gastroenterologist, and you have that vision quite early, then you start early, because that will help. These books are not very short books that you can munch through like you used to do in your PG preparations. Okay, these books are big books, so you need to spend a lot of time with them. If you start early, you will get a lot of time. If you have started late, or if you have wasted a lot of time in celebrating your MD success, then obviously you will find a big crunch of time in preparing for these examinations. And believe me, it is very gettable. You just need to have a proper planning of time. You just need to control your emotions, because that MD is gone. And yes, it's a big achievement, but then there's an even bigger achievement which is standing in front of you, and you need to look at it with a focus. And solving this Ajay Mathur is again not a very easy task, because it's around 10 to 15,000 questions from the Harrison. Reading those hot topics from Harrison and then solving those questions, so it takes time. So if you start away right now, there is 2-3 months time, and I hope if you have gone through Harrison, then the preparation will be quite easy with these tricks in the next 2-3 months, and more likely you will be able to score good in your examinations. If you are aiming for neurology, cardiology, you can basically get it in first attempt, believe me. Even people have gone and cracked endocrinology in their first attempt. It depends on how oriented they are and how much control they have in that subject. So it's not impossible, and especially for subjects where there's a crunch, even procuring a DNB seat is not a bad idea, because ultimately there's a big shortage of endocrinologists, big shortage of rheumatologists. So a DNB degree is in fact a lot better. In fact, for certain subjects like endocrine, rheumat, I prefer DNB as a degree, because you basically are getting trained in a private hospital, in a private institute, with a lot of machinery, with a lot of tests available to you. And these fields are basically a lot test dependent, like the endocrine and the rheumatology are quite test dependent. So people who do well, who do from the private institute, basically are able to do well later on in their life as well. But for subjects like neurology, cardiology, and gastroenterology, there's a lot of intervention that is required, there's a lot of experience that is required, and hands-on skills are required. So basically that is lacking in private institutes. So you basically are a bit short of experience as compared to those who are working in a government institute or getting trained in a government institute. So be focused and you can get the things. Nothing is impossible. Getting a NEET SS seat is very much possible even in the first go. I did my NEET SS in first go, and I prepared literally like 1 or 2 months. Although my neurology was good as a subject, but I didn't spend a lot of time cramming and crunching. And in my post MD examination days, I utilized them very well. I remember it was 30th of May, and 30th morning I have given my practicals, and 30th evening I was back at my home. And maybe the next day I started preparing for my entrance examination, because I was quite hopeful for my MD results, and I was quite oriented for my career as a neurologist. So I started early, and I utilized that time, and I was able to get rank 20 All India, and I got GV Pant Institute, which is a very prestigious Maulana Azad Medical College, and currently the rank 1 in under the NEET SS. Obviously I do miss, if I would have repeated, maybe I would have got a seat in a central institute, but nevertheless I don't regret that. Time is money, and any kind of time that you save in your life will later on help you, because if you have completed your neurology early, you basically will get time, or any other subject for that matter, you will basically get a time for your fellowship and further intervention training, which is important, because this whole field is very you can say a very long period of long duration of time, like for 6 years MBBS and 3 years MD, and then another 3 years for a DM preparation. And then if you intend to go for some intervention, then you need to spend another 1 or 2 years in your fellowship. So starting early is very important, and just don't think that another day will come, we'll be able to do it. Try to grab each and every opportunity that you have. Just don't let it go. I know a lot of people, they repeat, and it has become a very normal trend to repeat, but then it is very much possible to get it in first attempt as well. And if you get that, the time is yours. You will save a lot of time, which you will be able to use later on in your life for your career and for your better standing as compared to your colleagues. So all the best, and do well, and do let me know if there's any query that you have for your NEET SS examination preparation, and especially for neurology, if you have any further information that you need to know. And I will post my email in this comment below, so you can mail me. That's how you can contact me. And any difficulties, any queries, and any information about NEET SS, if I have, I will post it in this channel. So all the best, take care.